As I was exercising this morning, rereading my Mandarin book, I was inspired to deliver to you today's message, which is how to quickly develop the bouncing back mindset. Never get tired of looking at those bouncing balls. So how do we quickly develop the bouncing back mindset? First of all, I would like to introduce to you a Chinese idiom. Alright, this Chinese idiom is called 东山再起. What it means is basically, it's a Chinese proverb that means making a comeback or resuming after a failure. It literally means the eastern mountain again will rise. 东山 eastern mountain, 再起 again will rise. Ladies and gentlemen, in this MCO, some of you are feeling down. Some of you are feeling defeated. Please don't think that way. This is only an opportunity, a mind control opportunity for you to come back again after those challenges. Sometimes it is used in terms of losing a job and then getting it back. However, it applies to any difficulty, any challenges that you are currently facing. I understand how you feel. These are challenging times. Everybody is impacted. Many of my clients which I've trained, they are all suffering in one way or another. But you can choose to take this as a challenge or a problem. The choice is always up to you. Again, this is a series of Changing the Game by Lawrence Walter seminars. I would like to take the opportunity to encourage some of you to take up the online certification Super EQ program, where knowledge becomes wisdom.
The science of bouncing. When you hold a ball up high, it has a certain amount of what we call potential energy. When you let go and it starts to fall, that potential energy gets converted into kinetic energy and the ball speeds up. And when the ball gets down to the ground, all of the potential energy has been converted into kinetic energy. So when the ball deforms, it stores kinetic energy. And when the ball returns to its original shape, it releases that energy, making it bounce back up.
Of video recordings is that you get to watch it many times if you have any questions at all. Basically, until you get the aha moment, you can watch and rewatch it. With the video that you saw of my two funny foreign friends in mind, let us do a recap of what you have learned so far. There are two elements of bouncing back. The first is the material. What material is the ball? Which also equates to who you are. Whether you are a squishy ball or a ball that is solid at the core. The choice is up to you. Secondly, it is the temperature. You need to warm up by taking action. We know that the balls that are warmed up will bounce back higher and stronger than the balls that are bouncing only for the first time. So, ladies and gentlemen, what does that mean for you? Let's find out by doing an experiment. Which ball do you think will bounce higher? The squishy one or the one that is solid in the middle? Guess now. You made the guess. Come on, squishy one or the solid one? Which will continue to bounce? Yes, made your choice? Alright, let's do it now as an experiment. Wow. As you can see, if you are the solid ball, you will continue to bounce and bounce and bounce from every failure that you come across. But if you are the squishy one, Stop being the squishy one. Sorry man. We need to be the solid ball that continue to bounce. How do we quickly develop the bouncing back mindset? We need to work on yourself. More importantly, your self-esteem. We must remember your past successes. Do not be confined by this current episode of MCO. Do not feel helpless, but remember of all the past successes that you had. Here are some examples. For example, you completed a race before, be it running, swimming, playing a game. It doesn't matter. Just write down what you remember as your success. For me, I was a water polo captain. I was a water polo captain for 2 years and brought the team to national level success. Or it could be that you held a position. For example, you were a captain of the football team, a team leader, a manager at work, or even a team member. It doesn't matter. Third, you formed something meaningful, like your family, who are all around you right now, your team at work, or anything at all. Or you assist in turning around a special project for your team, for your organization. Or even better, you previously achieved your sales target, your KPI. In fact, you did extraordinary until your boss said, wow. When you remember your past successes, your self-esteem will begin to develop. And when your self-esteem begins to develop, you will be like the solid ball, and you will be able to bounce back from any challenges that you face. See you online. Summary. What do you do after watching this video? If you still have some questions unanswered in your mind, re-watch the video again. If you don't, let's proceed to the last part, which is the most interesting part of the video. What to do, how to take action. Number one, we need to know who you are. Don't be lazy. Pause this video, go. Write down your previous success. You will thank me later. Secondly, we need to take action. Even when you are unsure, and take it as a challenge. Remember? Challenge! It's only an opportunity to improve yourself. Take on new responsibilities at work, and more importantly, upskill yourself. That's why I highly recommend our Lawrence Walter Seminars online certificate, which is entitled Super EQ. Earn your certificate today. Bye. Hi, Sir Brandon here. Now that you have watched this video, I'm sure you have learned how to quickly develop the bouncing back mindset. However, it is not enough. We need to have techniques to avoid accidental patterns of behavior, which may be lousy patterns of behavior. Enjoy the video. OMG! Have I been putting on weight during this MCO? Are you putting on weight during this MCO? Ladies and gentlemen, I kid you not. I was 98 kilos 5 years ago. So, are you putting on weight during this MCO? I discovered that I accidentally slipped into a negative pattern of behavior those years ago. I was a national athlete. I used to be the water polo captain. Alright? But what happened? After I stopped playing the sport, I continued to eat like an athlete. And that caused me to balloon up to 98 8 kilos. So ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who have attended Lawrence Walter seminars before, this word will be very familiar to you. You are your patterns of behavior. Patterns equate to automatic robotic behavior, and little does people know that 95% of your life is it's basically your controlling you. It's not you controlling your patterns, but your patterns are controlling you. And because of those automatic robotic behaviors, what happened? Alright? I ballooned up to 98 kilos. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, I do not hope the same for you. And in this MCO, it is time for you to mind control opportunity. Let's get into more of the details. The first step is to be aware of your patterns. When you take your eye mask off, you become aware of your patterns of behavior. What are you doing? What are you doing in these times of MCO? Are you eating every opportunity you get to avoid your stress, to avoid responsibilities? Ladies and gentlemen, the first step is to be aware of your patterns of behavior. And then you need to get rid of your old lousy patterns. You need to kick them away. And ladies and gentlemen, the third step, you need to create extraordinary patterns of behavior. I highly recommend intermittent fasting. Alright? By fasting for 18 hours and by having a 6-hour window of eating, you will create extraordinary patterns of behavior. But that is not the end. Every few days you need to reevaluate your patterns of behavior. Am I doing extraordinary patterns of behavior, or are you succumbing to lousy patterns of behavior? Only you yourself can tell you the answers. So ladies and gentlemen, in these times of challenging times, we need to be extraordinary and really evaluate our patterns of behavior. I highly recommend for you to get the Lawrence Walter Seminars certificate. It will change your life. It will change your life after the MCO. I'll see you sitting on a chair. Am I sitting on a rocker? This is my favorite chair. I got it because it reminded me that I need to change the game. You need to change the game. Ladies and gentlemen, after the MCO, Movement Control Order, are you taking advantage of the mind control opportunity? Are you going to change the game? Ladies and gentlemen, let's be honest. Things are never going to be the same again. Are you going to be chained by your lousy patterns of behavior, or move forward with extraordinary patterns of behavior? Only you can decide. So ladies and gentlemen, I encourage you that this is the time for us to change the game, because you can see this as an opportunity to change the game until we all win together. See you online. I highly recommend the Lawrence Walter Seminar Certificate because you are worth it.